Hello, and welcome back to my library. I am Terry Moreno, and I have authored every one of these books under the pen name of Rico Lanzo. And anyway, last week we were reading from Angel and Corpus Christi, and I promised that I would continue reading from that this week because we were getting to a really good scene. So I'm going to jump to Angel and Corpus Christi. I think I was on page 83. Let's see, 81, 83. Okay, this is where the scene continues. Jessica no longer knocked when she arrived at Sally's house, so she and Kirby just waltzed in the front door as she announced, "Good afternoon, all." Sally was in the kitchen, putting the finishing touches on a lunch that she had prepared for her friend, their kids, and herself. She didn't want anything to be a distraction from explaining her experience to Jessica. As Jessica walked in with Kirby in tow, "Hey, girl. Wow, nice spread. You expecting someone important?" "Yes, an obnoxious friend of mine is coming over, and I want to make sure she has nothing to complain about," Sally retorted. This made Jessica giggle. She and Sally had met and became fast friends ever since the week Sally moved into the neighborhood, almost 10 years prior. Sally's husband had received a promotion at his advertising agency, which caused them to move here. Now, he had enough revenue and was beginning his own startup company. With the table set and the food prepared, Sally motioned for Jessica to sit. Cindy and Kirby were on an autopilot and went to their kids' table where Sally already set their food. Jessica took the invitation, sat and waited for Sally to begin her story before she even took a bite. Sally had been so excited to talk to her friend about her experience and what she thought it all meant, but now that the moment was upon her, she found herself freezing in her words. For a long moment, they both sat, Jessica looking at Sally, and Sally looking down at her plate, searching for what to say next. The moment had passed, and she figured the best way to do it was to just blurt it out. "You're going to think I'm crazy, but yesterday I believe Cindy hurt herself and was healed by a homeless guy." She took a deep breath and let it out. "There, I said it." Sally then looked up, all smiles at Jessica as she let out another breath of relief. Jessica had known Sally for a long time and knew when she was joking and knew when she was serious. She could tell that at this particular moment in time, her friend was not joking. "Well, that's an interesting way to begin our lunch." Taking a moment to pose her next statement, then placing her hand on Sally's, "Is this what you wanted to talk to me about, sweetie?" They both forgot all about the food that sat in front of them. "Jess, I don't know what to think or what to do about this. I mean, yesterday I was at the mailbox in a hurry as usual. I was digging in for the letters I had to mail to Cindy and got away from me. She was only a few steps away, but then the next thing I know is I can see her fall flat on her face, and by the time I have a chance to look up, this homeless guy is on his knees touching my little angel's face." That statement drew a gasp from Jessica. "Oh my God, what did you do?" "I went ballistic. I screamed at him and grabbed Cindy and got out of there as fast as I could." "Well, good for you. You should have called the cops or something. Lord knows what the guy was thinking." "That's just it, Jess. As I think back, I don't think he was trying to hurt her." "Honey, some weird homeless guy touching Cindy? Hurt may not be the word for what he was thinking, but come on." Sally let out a sigh. This was not going the way she had expected or wanted. She was not giving her friend the entire truth of the visions she had had and what they seemed to reveal to her. Jessica pried, "Sally, what's wrong? Are you sure you're okay? Are you telling me the whole truth? Did that guy touch Cindy anywhere else?" "Jess, no, stop. I'm not telling you everything." "Well, come on, let's have it. That's what I'm here for, honey. Spill your guts." "Okay, just make me a promise. Anything. Don't ask any questions. Just listen, and when I'm done, I'll let you know." Jessica sat back due to the weight of what her friend had said. "You got it. I'm all ears." Then she made the famous hand motion of zipping her lip, turning a lock, and throwing away the key. as she settled into her chair for the coming story. Thank you, my friend. Now, last night when I was putting Cindy to sleep, I had these visions in my head. Flashes, really, unlike anything I've ever experienced before. These were vivid, almost like a waking dream. As she looked right into her friend's eyes, you know how they say we remember more than we think we can or ordinarily recall? Jessica was puzzled. She was supposed to answer that question, or was she supposed to answer that question? Or just continue listening? Sally caught her error and waved a hand in the air, indicating that it had been a rhetorical question. When she continued, the visions I had last night showed me something. They showed me that when Cindy fell, she cut herself. I could see the speckles of blood on the sidewalk. Jessica's eyes went wide with concern as she turned to look at Cindy and Kirby eating and behaving so wonderfully, quite while their mommies visited with each other, two little angels. The main thing she noticed was that Cindy's face was unmarked. No sign of scratches. As she turned back to Sally, her friend continued her story. The visions then led me forward to the moment this man touched her face. Sally paused, because she knew what was coming next, and it was the strangest thing about the whole experience. She was not sure if she fully believed it, but at this point she was working with faith. And she took a big deep breath. There was light that came from his hands. Then she looked over to Cindy. My little girl was not afraid of this strange man touching her. Then she looked back at Jessica. That man healed my daughter. It was with that statement that Sally broke into tears as she stared at her friend directly in the eye. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the only thing I can make sense out of those visions. I don't know who he was, but he healed my daughter. And all I did was scream at him. Then Sally really broke down and placed her hands in her face in her hands, sobbing. Then Jessica took the opportunity to speak and comfort her as she placed her hand on Sally's back. Hey, sweetie, don't do that. Look, you're gonna make me cry. It's okay. Sally brought her sobbing face up from her hands to face her friend. It's not okay, Jess. Even the Bible says to be kind to everyone, because you never know when you're in the company of an angel. With tears rolling down her face, I think I met an angel yesterday, and all I did was scream at him. Her face froze for a moment. Oh my God, I'm going to hell. We're going to stop there this week. The scene continues, but that gives you a good grasp of what's going on. So listen, thank you all for watching week after week. Again, leave your comments below or send me an email, and I'll be happy to read from another book for you, or continue with this one, whatever you like. And that's it for this week. So again, thanks for watching. Have an amazing Sunday, and we will see you again next week. Take care.